Hi everyone, welcome back to Sch Park, and today we are going to start with amendments which are applicable for May 2024 exam, especially for Inter guys. So the students who are studying Inter, for you this is the book, amendment books, which I am going to release today, and soon you'll get this amendment all the points here. So here we are going to start with the amendments. This is the first episode of amendments. See, every episode consists of one chapter. So today we are going to discuss about the amendments which are applicable for May 2024. It is not just amendments, statutory updates also. So there are some amendments, at the same time there are some circulars as well. So that we are going to discuss. And these amendments and statutory updates which are there in supply chapter, that we are going to discuss in this video. So episode 1 mein we are going to discuss about chapter, supply, amendments and circulars. So one amendment and two circulars are there in this, which are applicable for your examination, that we are going to do it now. So here amendments mein Sch Park amendment 2024, and how many chapters are included in this amendment this material. So supply, चैप्टर सप्लाई में अमेंडमेंट हुआ है, चार्ज ऑफ जीएसटी देयर इज अमेंडमेंट्स, प्लेस ऑफ सप्लाई अमेंडमेंट्स आर देयर, एग्जेम्पशंस में देयर आर अमेंडमेंट्स, and value of supply, registration, tax invoice, payment of tax, TDS and TCS returns. In all these chapters, no, there are some amendments and circulars that we are going to discuss. In this video, only supply. Supply under GST में what are the amendments which has happened, that we are going to discuss now. So supply में first amendment which has happened in schedule 3 paragraph number 6 mein, in schedule 3 we have discussed that. Remember what is there in schedule 3? Glance boyfriend Hrithik Roshan, G for government personnels, they are doing any services, it is neither supply of goods nor supply of services. L, land and completed buildings, if you are supplying land and completed buildings, in that case it is neither supply of goods nor supply of service. A, actionable claims. So why the actionable claim looks in the red color? It is because there is amendment in A. And N में entity to entity there is no amendment. Entity to entity it is neither supply of goods nor supply of services. Court services and tribunal ka services. Tribunal constituted under any law. So that is, there is no amendments here. It is neither supply of goods nor supply of services. Employee to the employer. Services from employee to the employer. That it is also neither supply of goods nor supply of service. And later bond to bond transfer, high seas sale and bond to bond transfer, they neither supply of goods nor supply of service. And funeral, anything related to the funeral, crematorium, mortuary or any activity which is related to the deceased, including the transportation of deceased from one place to another place, no GST, because it is neither supply of goods nor supply of service. So now there is amendment in A. This point here, actionable claims में, with effect from 1st of October 2023, entry 6 has been amended by CGST Amendment Act 2023. Earlier, what was there in entry number 6? Provided as follows: actionable claims other than betting, gambling and lottery. So actionable claims other than betting, gambling and lottery. So what was there in entry number 6? The actionable claims are goods, correct? No, section number 2 subsection 52, section number 2 subsection 52, the goods are anything which is movable excluding money and security, but includes actionable claims, correct? No, actionable claim is goods, but supply of actionable claim is neither supply of goods nor supply of service except betting, gambling and lottery. So the wording which was there in entry number 6 was actionable claims other than betting, gambling and lottery. Now amended entry 6 provides as follows: actionable claims other than specified actionable claims. So now we have to discuss what is this specified actionable claims. So they have taken out betting, gambling and lottery and they have used the word specified actionable claims. So if you are supplying actionable claims, this is neither supply of goods nor supply of service except specified actionable claims. That means what? If you are supplying specified actionable claims, this is supply of goods. This is supply of goods here. Okay. Thus, specified actionable claims qualify as supply. Correct? No. If you are supplying actionable claims, it is neither supply of goods nor supply of service except specified actionable claims. That means specified actionable claims are supply of goods. it is supply of goods. All other actionable claims are outside the ambit of definition of supply. In order to define the term specified actionable claims, new clause 102A has been inserted to section 2, which defines this term as follows. See, section number 2, subsection 102, that is for service. Correct? No. Section number 2, subsection 102 is for service. Here, section number 2, subsection 102A, that is specified actionable claims. What are specified actionable claims given here? Betting, see, already betting, gambling and lottery was there. Correct? No. Betting, gambling and lottery, we have already discussed that betting, gambling and lottery pay, there is GST. That we have already discussed. Now, there are 3 items extra which is added here. One is casinos. So, remember this, this casinos here. So, these kind of coins will be given to you if you go to casinos. Don't go to casinos. I am not promoting going to casinos here. There is in Goa, if you go to Goa, there are casinos. Casinos mein, it is a big ship or some boat. In that, there will be these kind of activities. You have to pay the money and they will give you coins. Based on that coins, you have to bet. So, this is casinos. Casinos are included and horse racing is also included. Horse racing, on that if you put some money, bet on horse racing, that is also included. And online money gaming, example, this rummycircle.com or Jungly Rummy or this यार ये मैं करता हूँ, आप ड्रीम 11 पे टीम बनाओ. So these are online money gaming. So you have to put money and there will be gaming. See, there is difference between online gaming and online money gaming. So that is explained in your statutory update, what is online gaming and what is online money gaming. Online gaming is nothing but this one, your PUBG, that is online gaming. What is online money gaming? Online money gaming is nothing but you have to put money as the bet and you are winning that. This is online money gaming. So 3 things are extra which is added here. One is, which is the first one? Casinos. Second one, horse racing. Third one, online money gaming. So all other things were already there. Correct? No? Agree with this? So gambling was there already. So this one, casino is added, a new one. Horse racing is the new one. Online money gaming is the new one. So this is the first amendment which has happened in entry number 6 of schedule number 3. So actionable claims में glance, GLA, A में there is some amendment. Nothing but it is not just betting, gambling and lottery. This time it has added casinos, horse racing and online money gaming as well. So this is the first amendment. Next one, there was one circular. See, you go to cinema hall, no? Circular on supply of food in the cinema hall, which clarified that. So, supply of food in the cinema hall, which has clarified. What they have clarified? See, I go to cinema hall. Okay, I go to cinema hall and I purchase one ticket. First, I might purchase one ticket and I go to cinema hall. And there in interval, I purchase popcorn. I purchase this. Any other things which are there in cinema halls, no? Outside the cinema hall, there will be popcorn, they will sell some any drinks, or there might be some chicken stall, there might be some other paneer tikka, all these things. So this will be there, they will be preparing there. Now, there are 2 scenarios. I will explain 2 scenarios differently. Number 1, case number 1, where you go to cinema hall, listen to me carefully, where you go to cinema hall and you purchase the ticket separately and you come outside, in the interval you come outside, you purchase popcorn separately. So in ticket mein they will not include popcorn and any food item. So if they don't include that, then the ticket is a separate supply, popcorn is separate supply, popcorn, samosa or anything, that is separate supply. On ticket, the rate which is applicable for ticket, that is applicable, example 18%. On popcorn is food, beverages, restaurant services, it will be considered as restaurant services. On that 5% is applicable. In this is the first case. In first case where you purchase ticket separately and you purchase popcorn separately. What if in ticket, in one consolidated bill is given by the cinema hall, ticket so much and restaurant so much, ticket so much and restaurant so much. So what if they give one consolidated ticket In that case, it will be considered as composite supply. It is composite supply. Why you went to cinema hall? To watch cinema, not to eat popcorn. Correct, no? So in that case, what is the principal supply? Cinema is the principal supply. The rate which is applicable to cinema, same will be applicable to the popcorn also. So that is given in the update here. So hereby it is clarified that supply of food or beverages in the cinema hall is taxable as restaurant services as long as the food or beverages are supplied by way of or as part of the service and supplied independent of the cinema exhibition service. Very important one. It is supplied independently. Supplied independently. It should have been supplied independently of cinema services. In that case, food is different, cinema is different. Where the sale of cinema ticket and supply of the food and beverages are clubbed together. So if the cinema is giving food, beverages and cinema services clubbed together, and such bundle of supply satisfy the test of composite supply. It is obviously it is obviously satisfying the composite supply one the test. The entire supply will attract the GST at the rate applicable for the services of exhibition of cinema. Why? Because I already told you, we go to cinema hall not to eat popcorn but to watch cinema. So, and the cinema will be principal supply, and the rate which is applicable to cinema, that will be applicable for entire amount. Composite supply, it is a composite supply. So this is about cinema hall, some clarification of food in the cinema hall. And the third one, which is last one in the chapter supply, one more clarification. See, you know subsidiary company and holding company. Example, there is a company which is holding company. Okay, so here I'll draw it here. See, there is one A company which is holding company, and company B which is subsidiary company. So now in this case, no, the entire amount, more than 50% of the shares of B company are held by A company. More than 50% of the shares of B company are held by A company. Now what happens? A company will be the holding company and B company is subsidiary company. Now, don't you think holding company will have some control over subsidiary company? Correct, no? A company which is having more than 50% of the shares in B company, so now B company became subsidiary of A company. Don't you think A company have control over B company now? So that means they are controlling nothing but it as a service. Is it a service? It might be a service, but government clarified that it will not amount to service in the eyes of GST. GST Council says that it is not the services in the eyes of GST, in the eyes of law, it is not service. Just holding the shares of one more other company, holding the shares of subsidiary company is not the service. If you actually give some service, then that will be service. See, I have a company that is holding more than 50% of the shares of your company. I have a company which is having more than 50% of the shares of your company. In that case, I am holding company, you are subsidiary company. This is not the service. I am not giving you any service. I am just holding your shares. I am not giving you any service. What if I actually start giving service to your company? In that case, it is service. See, actual service is service, but just to holding the shares, no, that will not amount to service. I might be controlling your company. I might be giving you some suggestion, but it is not the service. So the issue, it is clarified on taxability of shares held in subsidiary company by holding company. So here, the issue which arose for consideration is whether holding of shares in subsidiary company by the holding company will be treated as supply of service and whether the same will attract GST or not. Just to holding the shares is supply of service. Is there any GST on that? That was the issue. It is clarified that securities are considered neither as goods nor as service. Correct? No, we have discussed in section number 252 and section number 2102. In both the cases, we kept we kept securities and money out of the scope of definition of goods and service. So here securities are neither goods nor service. Further, securities include shares also. That means it is not neither goods nor service. This implies that securities held by holding company in the subsidiary company are neither goods nor service. Further, purchase or sale of shares or securities in itself neither supply of goods nor supply of service, because it is neither goods nor service. For a transaction activity to be treated as supply of service, there must be a supply as defined under section 7. There has to be one service which should be given. Section number 7, subsection 1a, supply of service or supply of goods, they will mention. It cannot be said that services is being provided by holding company to the subsidiary company solely on the basis that there is a specific SAC entry in the scheme of classification of service mentioning the services provided by holding company, in a sense holding securities of the companies and enterprises for the purpose of owning a controlling interest. So why do we hold the shares in the subsidiary company? Just to hold one controlling interest. So here controlling interest, just to have the controlling interest on that company, I am having some shares. I don't consider it as a service unless there is a supply of service by holding company to the subsidiary company in accordance with section 7. Actual supply should be there. Holding shares in subsidiary company is not a service. Therefore, the activity of holding of the shares of subsidiary company by the holding company per se cannot be treated as supply of service by holding company to the said subsidiary company and cannot be taxed under GST. So what you have to remember is this one, this last paragraph, no, very important paragraph, which says that therefore crux is that activity of holding shares in subsidiary company by the holding company will not be treated as supply of service. It is not supply. Just to holding shares in your company, it is not supply of service. Actually, I am giving you some service, consultancy services, or actually my company is giving you some service which is specified in section number 7. Only then it is service. Then there will be a GST. But here, just to holding shares is not a service. So this is about the amendments and some statutory updates which were there in your syllabus. Okay. So charge of GST, we will discuss about next chapter, charge of GST, in next episode. Until then, people, this amendment, only 3 amendments were there in chapter supply. So that we have discussed already, and we will discuss about charge of GST in next session. Until then, people, keep studying, keep growing. I love you all. Keep following this GST Park. Definitely you will get some good knowledge. By saying that, thank you. Bye-bye.